up, Fractured Compass fans? All right, can you guys guess where we are today? We are here at Alien Descent VR over at the Outlets of Orange, and I want to give a special thank you to Rob Taylor and to Keana for setting this up. They invited us back out here.
Yeah, that was really cool. This is like our first Fractured Compass media event, so we're really excited about that.
Totally stoked, and we are ready to do this because last time Mike had said what we kind of missed was that boss fight.
The Queen.
The Queen?
The Queen. We needed to have the Queen in here, and so confirmed. The Queen is now in, and this is version 2.0, and they've done a few upgrades and kind of like a little bit of patching. So now we've learned that there is a scoring system over here, and you have unlimited ammo. You have your accuracy, your enemies killed, bullets fired, and your grenades fired. We also learned that you will get a star next to your player number if you do the most damage to the Queen.
And if you are that final bullet.
That final bullet. So we really toe and toe because I want that star.
It's my star.
So I'm really happy that they added the scoring system because again, I think we did say something that we wish that there was some sort of scoring system. I'm happy that there is one now. That's really awesome, and we'll see how well we do. Yes. I'm so happy that there's a Queen. And also, we are going to be able to show you guys the gear that you wear when they suit you up in there. We can't bring the camera in, unfortunately, because again, it's VR and we don't want to ruin the magic, but we can show you what you will be wearing so you guys know ahead of time.
Yeah, it's a little different than if you've done like the Void and they've got the backpack system. This is more of a free roaming.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not like heavy or anything. I think people were asking like, is it heavy? Is it like, no, it's just, you have, I think it's like knee pads and stuff like that, but we'll see right now.
Arms, but we'll go that. But I felt like a team this last time, and now that we have a scoring system, I think it's just every man for himself. No. I'm just kidding. No. Look at this.
You'll be like, sorry, facehugger. Sorry, Brady.
Marines, thank you for coming in on such short notice. As you heard from Sergeant Winters, you will be conducting a search and rescue operation. For the mission, we'll be equipping you with biofeedback trackers, as well as a Weyland-Yutani EM41 pulse rifle. To use your rifle is simple, just squeeze the trigger to fire, button above will toggle on and off the laser sights, and the light at the end of the barrel will fire your grenades. It's important that whenever you enter a cryopod, that you holster the rifle correctly with the trigger in and the light up, just like so. Just like so, Marine. At this time, you can go ahead and grab those rifles, get familiar with them. Do keep in mind that if the mission does get too intense for either one of you and you would like to stop at any point, gently place the rifle onto the ground, put both hands up in the air, and we'll send someone to come and get you immediately. Any other questions about the rifles?
No, nope. Thank you.
Alright, once you're comfortable, you can go ahead and reholster them as previously shown, light up, trigger in. Perfect. Alright, we'll now begin equipping you with your trackers. If you both go ahead and step forward.
Okay, so we have our sensors on, it's 2 on the arms and the 2 on the legs. Super light, so it's it's not bothersome at all. A lot of people were asking if they were super heavy, and it's not.
They're not.
It's quite comfortable too. And then these are the headsets that we're going to be putting on. You have something up here that can adjust the focus on them, and then the headsets right here, and you can also adjust the volume on that as well. So it's super convenient. And let's get them on. Perfect.
We are ready to go.
We're ready. We have a score to settle right now. We need to see who killed the Queen.
We need to see who has the final bullet.
I was Alpha 2, she was Alpha 1.
I think we're getting sweet.
Oh! Alpha 2 comes in!
Again.
It's just another bug hunt, you know. Okay. So, initial reaction. Had so much fun.
Grenades?
Yeah. I did. All at the Queen though. How can you not fire grenades at the Queen? Right?
That's true, I guess.
Just saying. Champion, but our scores do not even come close to matching that. So,
which is why we need to do it again.
Yeah. They have the Queen in there.
What was really cool is that, I don't know, like you're feeling her walk around, and that was
so
like the most intense
crazy.
part of it, is that you're like, where's she coming up? Where's she coming up? And there's boom,
well, you can like feel her too. So I was watching her and I was like, oh, wait a minute, there she goes. So I kind of like, it was cool how they like the senses that they made you feel, you know, like you can actually feel her walking under you, under the platforms and stuff. That was amazing. That was so much fun. I'm so happy that the Queen was in there. I think that was definitely something that was needed, and they delivered, and now I want to go on it again.
Back in a moment.
Okay, so we just got done with Alien Descent, our second time around. Thank you so much to, who's it, Rob? His name's Rob, right?
Rob Taylor and Keana, the manager of Alien Descent over there. Rob Taylor is the co-creator. None of that would have been possible without those two, and they were very accommodating.
Very nice. Thank you so much for that opportunity. So let's just get down straight to the nitty gritty. What did we think? I know right off the bat, the Queen was in there. So I'm so happy that they added that in there because the Queen is just too iconic to not include into anything alien related. You know, they have the eggs. All right, well, who's laying these eggs?
Right.
You got to include the Queen. The Queen, I don't want to spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Ka-dunk. I did want to say that the Queen was at the very end of this. It was the final boss, and it made a very nice, like, it just felt more complete. Like, there was more of a finale this time around, and I liked that they didn't just add the Queen in, just like it didn't feel like just a patch. You know what I'm saying? Like you can actually see the Queen arriving midway through the game, like what was originally there the first time you went around. You did see her, and so like it flowed well with the story. And so finally, like towards the end, instead of us just walking up to the ship, the Queen was there, and you had to fight the Queen. That was probably my favorite part.
Oh my god.
Like out of this whole entire thing was fighting that Queen, because not only is she going under you, like under the floorboards, getting to like other sides and stuff, but you can actually feel her and hear her moving under your feet, which just
that was my favorite part too, because you literally like you stop and you're looking at the floor and like where's she going? Where's she going? You feel her like like, and you're just like, oh.
And I'll tell you this, guys. So we went through it. She is. Oh, she's huge.
Giant. I mean, like, she's so big, like, looking.
And they did such a good job with her, like, character model, too. Like, she looked very well. It still, like, amazes me how far technology has come with this whole VR thing. Because, you know, you have some of the VRs that's like, oh, okay, that looks pretty. This looked fantastic. I do have to say, when it came to fighting the Queen, we did 2 rounds. So the first time we kind of just went to experience it, and then the second time all of us went to kind of up our game with the scores. So the second time we went through, they actually kind of changed it up, and the Queen didn't pop up in the same exact area as I thought she was. So I actually had my gun ready, pointing at like one side of the wall, waiting for her to come up, and then she was over here on the side. So I really like that they can, it's not a drastic change, but they can definitely tweak the gameplay a little bit to keep it fresh, which is what will keep me going back.
I thought that too. I was all like, now she's gonna come here, now she's gonna come there, and she wasn't. It was completely.
So I liked that, and I liked that they knew that this was our second time around, so they changed it on us a little. That was really, really cool. The way it's done, the sound effects, you know, just the little details, like the Weyland-Yutani, the lighting, like the way they use some of the sounds from the first and second Alien movies. It's so well done. It makes you feel like you're in the movies, like you're in the Alien universe, which I absolutely love. And there's a lot of good little Easter eggs sprinkled throughout. Like anyone who's like a really hardcore Alien fan, you guys will really like this. And if you're not, then you don't have to like know the Easter eggs, but they are definitely there. So keep an eye out for them, because I noticed a few that I definitely was like, huh, okay, I see you over there.
Nice.
But overall, my experience going to this one was so much better, and I think, you know, I felt like royalty, but also, you know, I just really liked that the Queen was in there. That was the one thing that I felt that was missing, and now that it's in there, I felt like the experience is complete, more complete than the first go around.
Because you have that final satisfaction of when you do beat her and you see her fall, and you're just like, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Like, and I was just like, grenade, 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 grenade. And it was so much fun.
The first time I did not use any grenades. And then the second time I was just all like, I'm just going to grenade it up. Just grenade it up. But who used the most grenades?
Arl did.
Was it Arl?
Arl did.
Like 45 grenades. I would like.
And then
That's fine.
they added something new too, which is the scoring system. So the first go around, I did not do too well. I had like accuracy of like I don't know. You guys will see
like
it on
65,
it.
I think,
Yeah,
or something like
and
that.
then my second go around, I went to 85. So I really like that they have that scoring system because now like I can keep playing to try to top myself. I'm like, all right. And also, whoever gets the final bullet in and whoever does the most damage to the queen will get a little star next to their player, like their.
Ooh, and then just.
I got it once, but then
the
Arl got it
bragging
the second time. So I do
The-
have bragging rights that I did kill the queen. But I don't know. I had a really, really good time. And I'm very excited to see like, okay, so now they added the queen. I'm excited to see like, okay, well what little tiny tweaks are they gonna do now to keep it like more fresh? But even
Could you see me waving at you?
when? Oh, on the other side? I did definitely
no.
see you guys. As soon as you go into that one, like the was it like the core or whatever with all the heat?
Yeah.
You know, and like you see the person on the wall.
Which, by the
All
way,
of our lasers just went
by
straight
the
to the
way,
guy on the wall.
because we remember that from last time, we literally all just walked to the edge and was like, we're ready to light this
Yeah,
guy
so
up.
I was watching you guys over there, and I was like, all right, their lasers are just pointed straight at that, and we're just ready. That poor soul doesn't even stand a chance. I was about to fire, and the alien didn't even burst out of his chest. I was
Grenades.
like, sorry, dude. Yeah, grenade. Boom.
Grenade, boom.
That room was probably the most intense for me just because of how swarmed you're. No, the elevator going up.
Elevator. So you do that, and then you go into the elevator
Because they're
again.
so in your face, you know?
Yeah, and they're just everywhere. And like Jax and I used like a back-to-back method, but even so, you're just like
I would
so
not be a
tensed
good
up,
Marine.
And they go,
Because I was just like, like, just no rhyme or reason, just completely.
and since we were squad leaders for 6 weeks, I feel like we're a little more calmer
Maybe I was
in
like
this situation.
screaming around. But the
still.
second go around, it was good.
No, but still, yeah, just like, I think I was just really impressed with just the enormity of that queen, like standing in front of you, just like
Yeah. It
holding
really-
on and like, it's just like you're in it.
Yeah,
And
I couldn't
she's
have asked
right
for
there.
a better like experience with the queen.
I mean, the only thing that would have put it over the top is like when she like snarled at you, if they actually like threw water on you or something like that. But they're not gonna
Yeah,
do
well,
that
I don't know if that would work
because of
well with the
equipment.
technology.
Yeah,
but that would be like that would be
like,
kind of cool. And like there was a scene too that like you looked up because you saw drool, right? And you knew that there was an alien above you. It would be so cool if they could like just sprinkle a little bit, but I'm sure they can't because you have
the equipment
very expensive
would-
equipment on. So I'm assuming they probably can't mix that.
No.
But
that would be funny. You'd be like, I feel like people would just freak out
I would
at that
freak
point.
out. I'd be like, nope.
But yeah, Jack saw the one on the top. I didn't. So obviously I would have been dead. And then
You know,
multiple times over.
I really, I'm excited to see, like, I'm just excited. It's so well done. Anything else that they do, like, even if they completely start from scratch to do something else, I mean, I hope they don't because I really enjoy this. Like, I know that I trust them. Does that make sense? Like, I trust, like, okay, they know what they're doing. They've already proven themselves with this. They've already proven themselves adding a queen in there, and everything went so smoothly. Like, there was no hiccups, there was no glitches. Like, everything was so smooth that, like, whatever if they say, hey, by the way, we added a ballerina and a tutu in it, I'll be like, okay, I'm sure it's well done.
It's an alien ballerina with a
It's an alien ballerina. I'm sure it'll be fine because it makes me happy that they really understand the alien lore. They understand the franchise very well. They know like the sound cues are on point. The effects, the story, everything. Like I like that you just don't walk in there and they're like, all right, you're gonna shoot an alien. I like that it's like you're debriefed with a mission. They don't mention aliens. They just say there's a biological hazard. Like I really appreciate that they stick to that story. They sell it really well. And it was great. Everything was great.
And the fact that these experiences I feel like they don't really have a boundary. Because all they have to do is, you know, if they're like, all of a sudden they're like, well, let's take you out of the planet and let's put you on the ship now. You know, like they can just constantly evolve and change everything so that...
And you know how claustrophobic it would be if you were in the first movie? Like you were on the Nostromo? Like, I would be like, that would be more scary. But I think the theme is more like, okay, you're a Colonial Marine, but if, for instance, if they wanted to just go...
I don't know if this would be a safety issue, but oh my god, what if at one point you had to actually get down on your hands and knees and crawl through a vent?
Well, they have sensors on. I don't know if that would work, but that would be nice.
You
could. Huh?
Yeah,
what about your gun?
The sensors on the thing. Yeah, you just have your gun with you.
That would be scary.
I'm sure you smack it on the ground, but I mean, like, you know, when you're in a situation, or at least like duck down, Marine, you're like, okay. I don't know. See, I think it's too much of a safety issue, but at the same time, if they built it so that you're, you know, if you were to raise your head, you would be like, oh, you know, like.
Oh, fat chance. Maybe.
Maybe they would pat it.
You know what I did like, though?
Know?
This time around, I was like, okay, I see railings. I'm gonna touch the railing to see if it's really there.
Did you?
And I went like this. I touched like one of the side railings. I'm like, oh, it's really there. I was like, oh, yeah.
I wanted to. I was like, about it.
So then, like after that, I was like, I'm so nervous to touch anything else because what if it's real? You know?
Well, and then at points like you're looking over the edge, and I literally was like, okay, I'm looking at the edge. And I'm looking at like a chasm, but my mind knows in reality I'm not in a chasm, but my eyes are seeing a chasm, and so I almost was just like
just to see. Well, the railings are really there.
If there's, you know, a drop.
And whenever you enter like an elevator or something, like you can kind of feel like the floor
and
like below you.
And it feels legit.
Like I know I'm being elevated truly, but it's so realistic that it's like when I was on the elevator, I was like,
you feel like you're on the elevator.
I was like, I almost slipped a little. I was like, because I was kind of like scared because I was like looking down and looking up, and I was like, like this is high. But I know that it was. I think it's just a testament to how realistic it is, and the heating and the air conditioning. I loved it all.
Yeah.
Like when you were outside, it felt like you were outside. So.
And you have your comms. I like that when you talk. Like you have it in when you talk to your partner, you have it in your ears. So communication is key, and having fun, and you know, like yelling behind you, and this way, like you can hear them. You're not just talking to yourself. Excuse me.
Oh, hi. You have an alien in there?
It's all like.
Jackie's looking at us like
Jackie's
you guys are
like,
weirdos.
and you're dead. Lighting.
You just see a bunch of lasers pointed at you. So, with that being said, again, go out there, guys. If you are an Alien fan, you will love this. The VR does not make you sick. I mean, I get motion sickness. If I go to like amusement parks and I ride those rides where it's like on a screen, I get sick.
Yeah.
But this is very clear. It doesn't hurt your eyes. Like I'm so shocked by like how well I'm able to go through this experience.
And that was the first thing that I was scared of when we went through the first time, that I was actually going to get motion sickness.
Yeah, but you don't.
Did not happen.
And I think it's because it's so well done. You're so immersed that it's not, you know, it's not.
You're not even thinking about it.
Yeah. So go out there, guys. Try this. It is so much fun. It's totally worth the price, and the price isn't even that bad. How much is it to go through?
No, it's $27.99 right now.
It's like an escape room price.
So yeah, for that, and they put a lot of time. All the guys have scripts. All the guys working there is awesome. You know, they really kind of put you in it, and they call you Marines. Like from the get-go, they're like, all right, Marines, like you're here for your briefing, and you're in it.
And if you guys have already been through it and you guys said like, oh, we already did it, we don't need to do it, well, check out 2.0. Check out that queen, because it is worth it. I will spend as much money as I need to go through it as many times as I need to get that rank higher, because I need my accuracy to be 100%.
I need a star.
I need the star, and I need to have at least like, I don't know how many kills you can get, but I need to have all the kills.
How many kills did you get?
I think I got like
54 was like my highest. But
I think mine was like 49 or something.
So we'll put it up, but
I think a lot of them were facehuggers. It didn't really count. I mean, it counts. But anyway, so go check out Alien Descent, guys. We endorse it. We think it's fantastic. And thank you again to Rob and
Keana
for helping us. I mean, I know her name. I just wanted you to say it.
Keana, you're awesome. You are so amazing. Thank you for everything that you let us do. Rob Taylor, thank you for inviting us out.
And thank you for making
and
this amazing.
If you do anything else, we would love to come by and try it. And if you guys haven't subscribed to Fractured Compass yet and you're watching this video, please do so. We do a lot of different things. Our main structure is Halloween, but we do a lot of different adventures out there, and we just want to show you guys if it's worth it, and give you all the information before you get to go out there.
And we have some really good stuff cooking, so you're gonna want to stick around because I mean I'm so excited for what's happening in 2019, especially. 2019 is gonna be a big year for Fracture Compass because we are going there.
We're going places.
We are going places. So, with that being said, thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and always be ready.
Because you never know your compass will take you.